My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Elliott. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shorty.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
81.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd down, Elliott. Look at the spin.
Balance.
They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Fighting through. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, Wentz. And it's caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Come on now, let's go. Three down. Hey, Buck.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, it's Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Go. Waiting. Jump. Here, sit.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hang in there now. Here we go. Waiting. Black, come on. Three down. Hey, stack. 82.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
81.
Into the red zone. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Waiting. Black, come on.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Here we go. Waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Jags. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lion. Sunday.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Come on now. Let's go. Please. 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. That escapes the sack. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now he'll tuck it and run. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
14. Go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. 12.
Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. A little juke, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wilson now on first down. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Sunday.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, check. Drag him.
Elliott, toss right. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
We're good. Great 15. Great. What's this on?
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Buying time to his left. Oh, good footwork. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Good, guys. 4 down. 4 down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
They go to Elliott again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The kidder here, it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Running with Elliott, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Shorty. Lane. Black, come on.
He's back to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. 20! And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.